Hello, refreshers. Nicole Jowers with Home Refresh and Style. I hope you guys are fabulous. So listen, who wants to join the Hot Mama train with me? If you don't know what it is, I'm about to explain it because I feel like I have some empty seats in my train here. So whether you're a stay-at-home mama and you get to juggle watching those babes, doing the laundry, doing the dishes, doing all your fun stuff as a mom, or you are in the office and you are working your little hiney off and you have got all these meetings, all this calendar stuff going on, everyone's got a round two. The round two is when those kiddos come home from school and you've got to figure out, what am I feeding the humans? How much homework do we have? And what practice field are we going to tonight? Am I right? Like, there's always a round two. And on the Hot Mama train, I think it's important to remember, cereal is served 24/7. Gotta love it. And it's always loud and it's always late. Like, I don't care. I don't care if you say that you try to be early. It's never a thing. It's not a thing when you're a mom. So Hot Mama train. Round two, when they come home and that zipper happens, I don't even know how to make the noise to a zipper, but when that zipper happens, it's like, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for like the 3 pieces of paper that are going to be pinned to my bulletin board that I have to remember to sign. I have that field trip that I'm going to have to pay for. I also have to remember that I don't know how to do math, and I'm going to have to spend 20 minutes on Google looking up 5th grade math because I don't use that. Like, I don't know how to do that. So anyways, that's round two. That's what we got to figure out. And it's like, sometimes it's just super overwhelming. Like, I don't know if you guys feel it as a mom, but it's like, gosh, I'm always trying to keep up. And I'm always thinking like at the girl next to me. I'm always like, did she already fill out this form and pay for the field trip? Did she volunteer like 8 hours last week? And I'm trying to figure out how I can just squeeze my 2 that I need for the year so my kid can play a sport. Is she packing her kids with like carrots and celery every day, and my kids got like a cheese stick and donuts? Like, I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but like, I always think like that. And what it does is it gives me anxiety and it steals my joy and it takes time away from me and my kiddos. Like, why am I concerned with the girl next door? Why do I want to know what she wants to do? I think about that all the time. Like, why do I care? Because here's the reality. You ready for this? They're not thinking about you. If you think that the girl next door to you is looking at if you were 2 minutes late and what you brought for snack, we all don't got time for that. That's why we all need to be on this Hot Mama train, and we need to support each other because they don't have time for that. Think about it. When you are rushing from one thing to another, do you have time to care about what I'm doing? Like, are you looking at my watch? Are you looking at my kid to see if he matches or not? Side note, my kid never matches. Are you looking at his lunchbox? No. Like, you're trying to keep up with your own Hot Mama train. So let's get on it together because there needs to be support. There needs to be love. We need to be building each other up as moms. Like, we need to be like, yes, you were late, but you got here. Like, you were at the right field. Like, good job. Or, you know what? The kids remembered their lunch today. Or you're working and you still found time to volunteer 2 hours in the year just because someone else is there every day. Like, know who you are and know your story and your family and stop comparing. Like, comparison, I think, is such a love kill. And why I say love kill is because we start to judge ourselves thinking other people are when they're not. And then we start to not love ourselves. And when that happens, we don't have self-love. We don't love other people the best. Like, if I'm worried about how I am as a mom, I'm not going to be loving my kids as much and like showing up for them the way I need to. And here's what I've realized. I've kind of talked to my kids, but my kids know me. Like, my kids know like the Hot Mom train. Like, let's be honest. Like, they know I don't hide those things from them. I don't try to be Miss Perfect. My kid always tells me, Mom, we got to leave because you're going to be late. Like, I'm going to have to run laps because you're late. And he keeps me on my toes. But let me tell you something. My kids know and respect me for this. And they know at the end of the day that I'm going to cuddle with them at the couch and I'm going to show up when it matters. And I might not always be at practice. Okay. And here's why. On the Hot Mama train, you guys got to remember that you need a Hot Mama minute. Raise your hand. Raise your hand right now. Raise your hand if you feel like you've ever needed a Hot Mama minute. And what I mean by this is like, you just need a timeout. Like, to be the best mom and to be the best you that you can be, you need a timeout. You need to go sit outside for 10 minutes or you need to go sit in that car. Side note, who sits in their car and like turns the radio up to where it sounds like the stereo is gonna like break, and you just like dance like you were in kindergarten and you wave your hands in the air like you just don't care, and you just get it out and you just belch like you were a singer, right? Like I can't sing, but in my car, I can certainly sing. Forget the shower, like the car. Okay. Put those hands down because I know y'all had them up still. So whether it's that or whether you're running or whether you need to read a book or journal, like whatever you've got to do for that hot mama minute, do it. Because you know what? It makes you better. It's a de-stress. What do we do for these kids if they're like, if they're like crazy? You either need a timeout or you need a nap. You need a little refresh. You need to refresh. Yes, I don't just refresh houses. You need to refresh you so you can be a better mom, so you can be a better wife, so you can be a better girlfriend, so you can be a better individual, so you can be a better employer. Take those minutes. And guys, if they need to be an hour, take a hot mama hour. Like I'm telling you, I think it was last week. So I picked up the kiddos and I was feeling like drowning that week, right? I had like so much going on. I was bouncing from one thing to another and I was like drowning. And I'm like, when that zipper opens, I think I'm going to snap. Like I can't do math tonight. So we didn't do anything when we got right home. We had football practice in an hour and the field had gotten changed last minute. And I was like, I can't keep up. Like my heart's racing. I can't keep up. I can't do this. So I was like, you know what I need? I need to show up for me and my mat today. Like I love yoga. I don't know if any of you love yoga. It took me a while because like I'm loud, I'm all over the place, and it takes me a while to go like shut it off. Like it takes me a while, not gonna lie. But I just kept practicing and practicing and practicing, showing up for me and my mat and trying to shut my brain off. And I'm gonna tell you, it took me like a good year to figure out how to shut that off. But I've gotten there. So I actually enjoy yoga and I respect yoga. If you haven't tried it, like call me, we can show up on our mats together. But I showed up at yoga, okay? And I needed it. But the whole way there, I was like, mama guilt, hands up again. Up in the air wave, I'm like, you just don't care. Because like mama guilt is a real thing. Like it is real. So the whole way there, I'm like, I'm just going to pass the yoga studio. I'm like, it's 5 minutes up the street from football. I got to go. He's going to be looking back at me and he's going to be wondering where I am. He's going to finally catch the ball and have like this great minute that's like super successful. The other moms are going to notice I'm not there and be like, where is Alex? Where is his mom? And I'm like, just stop. Like I talk to myself, like just stop, just show up at yoga for you. So just go. So I did it. I showed up. Did my hour. I took a hot mama hour. And you know what happened when I got in the car to drive to practice? I was like, yes! Like, round 2, I'm ready. I'm ready for the dinner that I forgot to take out so I could figure out what it is, or is it cereal? I'm ready for the homework. I'm ready. I'm ready to turn on Google and figure out how I stink at math and I don't know how to help him, but I'm ready for it. And I'm ready to snuggle them. Like I'm ready to hear their day. And it's okay if you're not ready the second they get in the car if you've had a day. It's okay. It's okay if you need a break because you're going to be better for your kids. You're going to be better for you. Like if I could just tell you guys that, like we need that. And why aren't we supporting each other in that? Like we're either judging or we think we're judging. So just stop. Like, I promise you, when I see a mom like strolling in to practice or a game or something late, like with her bag spilling over her shoulder and she's like yelling at the kid, like, come here, I forgot to give you this, or here's your extra sock, or like, did you eat? Do I need to get you something from the concession stand? I'm like, I got you. Like, I got you. Like, that is when I feel normal. So, and I think if we're honest, that's all of you. Even if you're walking up, like, quiet and acting like you got it all together, like, you were just screaming like a crazy person in the car or at home. Like, you're posing for that picture. Like, I do this all the time. We're posing for those pictures. And I'm like, best football mom ever. I love these kids are going to do great. Like, take a selfie. Best football mom ever, right? Best soccer mom ever. First day of school. Those moments are great. We deserve those moments. We deserve those pictures. But there was stuff in the background. You got there before you took that picture on the hot mama train. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, you had cereal, you were a little late, and it was loud. So just because those pictures or just because those videos or just because those moments you might think that everyone's got it together on the outside. They don't. They really don't. And I'm just not one to like pretend that I do. Like I am a professional home organizer. I help people organize their homes, but I make it very clear, like I can clean up your mess, but it's because I'm a hot mess myself. Like I have this acceptance of this is who I am. And I'm going to live by my calendars from Hobby Lobby. And I own that. I drive the hot mama train. So it's super important to realize that you own it, that is you. Like, stop trying to change. Like, please stop trying to change because your kids don't need you to change. I don't need you to change. And I promise you, the girl next to you doesn't need you to change. What she needs you to do is show her that you are struggling. Show her that you're struggling so she doesn't go home and cry. Because what happens is, guys, is like the perception when you show people, if you are embarrassed or if you think they're going to judge you, the perception is that, well, she's got it all together. Like, why don't I? And I got to be honest, guys, like this didn't happen overnight. Like, I'll be real with you. Like, there were many times that I got super emotional because I was like, I can't keep up. Like, how are these women doing it? Like, how can I keep up? Like, how can I go to work all day, like be late, have meetings, have to leave, have to drive to get 4 kids, have to get them different places, worry about like what's happening, their safety, they're alive, they're eating, like what's happening the next day in my schedule, in my world, and theirs. Like, I was drowning in tears for a while. I was like, I'm not a perfect mom. Like, I'm not making it. They were late. My kid is the only one on picture day that's like, hair is a mess. And he's got like a red shirt on and a maroon pair of shorts, which drives me absolutely crazy. Side note. Like, I don't know why. I've taught him how to match. I really have. But like, he just won't. He just doesn't match his clothes. But it got to me and I was not happy. I wasn't happy inside. My heart wasn't happy. I was stressed out all the time. And it funneled and rained and poured all over everyone in my life, especially my kids, my family. Because if you're always trying to keep up and if you're always trying to do better and if you're never like, I did good today because I showed up, you're never going to be happy. And you're never going to be able to love properly. You're never going to be able to enjoy those moments. Let me ask you this. When you have those days where you're running around and you're like, Nicole has it all together. Funny. Nicole has it all together. Like, she's running her business and she's organizing people's closets and her life is so in order. And she gets everything done with all those 4 kids and like goes home and cooks them fancy dinner and like picks out their clothes and the house is all perfect and clean. Like, Nicole's got it all together, right? No, when you think that, you don't feel good, right? You're like, oh my gosh, I don't have it all together. You're judging yourself. Stop judging yourself. Jump on the hot mama train. Jump on the mama train. Come and ride the train. The hot mama train, because it's going to be a thing. You guys, I want you all behind me. I literally want in the comments. I want all of you that watch this video. I want you to tell me, yes, I have been on the wrong train. I have been judging myself. I have been looking at the girl next to me, whether it was me or the girl running the PTA, that you have been judging yourself and it's been poured out on your family. And today you're going to change it. Today you're going to come on the hot mama train and you are going to embrace this. Like, embrace yourself. Embrace who you are. If you're never on time, if you're always late, why are you just adding like 1,000% stress because you're late every second? You're still going to be late. Instead, you need to re-switch that and change those thoughts and say, I show up. That's powerful. I'm going to say it again. I showed up. Like, I showed up today. I mean, come on, guys. I'm not saying you were late. I'm saying you showed up. So instead of judging yourself, or instead of judging, if you are looking at this saying, you're right, I did think everyone had it together, and I did think I needed to keep up with Nicole. Now you know you don't need to keep up with this girl. You don't need to keep up with next girl. You need to show up, and you need to show up today. So today is the day. It is a fresh start. My son has a football game, and guess what? I got a lot going on today. I might be 5 minutes late because I got to pick up my other kid and I got to get my husband and we got to drive 45 minutes in the other direction. So my schedule is already super tight and it might make me late, but I showed up. And that's what I texted my son this morning. I love you. I will be at your game and I will show up. And sometimes, this is really funny, sometimes my kids actually say to me, are you going to be late? And it's funny because if you don't stress about it yourself and if you own it, it becomes a running joke. In our house, my kids just know. They give me reminders. They're like, Mom, the game is at this place. Like it's not at home. It's not a home game, Mom. And Mom, it's early. It's 2 hours earlier than it usually is. Did you put that in your calendar? They speak those words to me now because I say, if it's not in my calendar, it's not in my life. Repeat. If it's not on your calendar, it's not in your life. One more time. If it's not in your calendar, it's not in your life. So if you're busy and if you are on the Hot Mama train, you need a calendar. And if you're not in a calendar, you need a calendar. Okay? And I say this because in order to aboard the Hot Mama train, you need to bring your calendar because it's the only way you're going to survive. It's the only way you're going to cut yourself some slack. It's the only way that you are going to show up. So just show up, and I am here to invite you on my train, and I cannot wait to see these comments that you are on board with me on the Hot Mama train. So be sure to check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you do not miss a bin and basket. You can also hit my ring my bell so you do not miss a Nicole notification. And I cannot wait to see you on the Hot Mama train. Bye, guys.